Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Kenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Virginia Tech Hokies. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So North Carolina's offense will go on the attack first. And guys, any discussion about this offense has to start and end with the guy behind center.
Yeah, I mean, the quarterback, he gets the ball on every play. He's got to be the leader. He's got to be able to throw the football. So many times you see Jesse where they can run it as well, but he's the captain usually on most teams. It starts and ends with him.
Yeah, and David, the thing you love about this guy, too, is he's such a good distributor and facilitator with the football. He knows this offense like the back of his hand, and he's able to take advantage of all the different weapons they have surrounding him.
The Tar Heels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Lopez wants to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
And the Tar Heels line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Shipp. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they got it at the 42. The Tar Heels will line it up on 1st and 10. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Here's a heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And how about that back-to-back sacks? You want 2 sacks in a game. That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. And the Tar Heels will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So Virginia Tech's offense will take the field for the first time. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are 2 of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Past the 1st down marker and still running. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. Hokie, 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 high, Tech, Tech, VPI got it rolling on the ground.
And Virginia Tech fans love that chant, and they love the physical ground game, the ability to run the football. That's kind of who they are. That's how they're built. Just a tough group of individuals.
It's caught downfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Quick release by the QB. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up third down. And wait a minute, third down now becomes, we're going to go for it on fourth down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
They run into a bit of trouble here. Third and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the field goal unit is on the field. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. And this one is perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Finding an escape route, and they're able to get him on the ground.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at second and short, second and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to me.
Caught near the sticks. It's Green. The Tar Heels get enough for the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Lopez to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They send the tight end in motion. On the run, it's Goff. Nice move to keep running. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Man, we've been anticipating this top 15 matchup all week. Let's show you how things are playing out. Ole Miss needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Oxford behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Alabama. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. You know, when you get off to a tough start in conference play like these guys have, sometimes the temptation is just to try to get through and play off the string. How can they turn it around?
Well, they just need to put a game together in all three phases for 4 quarters, and they haven't been able to do that yet this year, especially, David, when they've gotten an ACC play.
Yeah, and they've struggled. It's not the start they wanted, but what a coach is talking about. Like, when you get some adversity, how are you going to respond? And how do we finish the second half of the season so we can build on it for the future? It's not pretty. It's not fun.
He's getting ahead of steam. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Hokies in a good spot here with second and short. Throws to the back. Unloads quickly. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give on the inside. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Snap to the back. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
One thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a...
Touchdown, Virginia Tech! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The RPO, it's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
He'll pull it on the read. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. And the Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Out of the gun, the inside give. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
On that RPO play, I don't hate the decision by the quarterback not to hand it off and throw it deep down the field. I just don't like the throw. Not an accurate throw. He never got his feet back underneath him after riding the running back and not handing it off. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals to hit that throw because that play was there to be made.
And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. And the pass goes incomplete, but the flag is down, and this one might be on the offense.
You don't see offensive pass interference called very often, so usually you know it's pretty blatant. It's pretty obvious. It's a severe push-off or, obviously trying to break up a play so you don't give up a pick, but clear offensive pass interference on that play.
running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set. Make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
The Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Lopez wants to fire. He'll throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Shep. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short. Throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Handoff from the gun. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
That is an impressive run. And I'll tell you, I know when we think Virginia Tech offense, we're always talking about running quarterbacks, but they've oftentimes had a running back to go along with that mobile QB threat. It makes this rushing attack so difficult to stop. This guy right here really has the ability to do it on his own, though. Because of his speed and power, he is dangerous.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
On 3rd down, going up top. It's complete. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Really good job by the defense, understanding 3rd down, the situation in the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a 4th down.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back has it. Now the pitch. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, it's just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great set.
Throws toward the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Hokies.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this run. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like,
oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. They'll start this drive at their own 48. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. He's going for a big play downfield. Takes a big stride inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the ride. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse. Turning it on! Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Lopez to pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Punt is in the air on 4th down. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Bunch formation for these receivers. Motion from the wideout. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He lets it fly. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it inside inside the 10. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, Virginia Tech.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Here we go. Makes the grab. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Chapel Hill. What a fine performance we've seen.
And the Tar Heels will boot it away to start the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. He now has 85 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Lopez wants to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Goss. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Second down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's Shipp. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. The Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Tar Heels need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Gets it to him on the screen. Looks as if they might have that screen really set up, but he'll be stopped short of the marker. It's 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Hokies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Hairston. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Creates a little space. There he goes! Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, man. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
On third down, he drops to throw. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. And the Hokies will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. First play of this drive comes from the 27th. Off the RPO, complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Lopez to pass. Pocket breaking down. He'll pull it down and run. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. The short hands, it's Polk. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends, go max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in routes, but you got to find something to have success.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And I love the quarterback's accuracy here. Hit him in stride, man. Hit him where he can catch the football and continue to run and do more damage after the catch like he did right there.
Got his man down the middle. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
And you gotta love the creativity with the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. Does a good job. He slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. And what does he do? He gets in for 6.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Just going to keep it after the snap. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And that's good enough.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays.
He's loose. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And the quarterback's by his lonesome on 2nd and inches. On the move. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They'll move the tight end. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The Hokies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
And the Hokies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Running to Green. It's a seam wide open. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep...
Touchdown, Hokies! And they take it in for 6 more points. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Lopez wants to fire. Gets it out fast. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cole. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Wants to go up top on first down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often, because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Snagged in the middle. It smothers. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that third down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle settlement.
And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Lopez to pass. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
This has got to be frustrating if you're the offensive coordinator, because you've had receivers open down the field, just haven't had time to get them the football. This defense doing an outstanding job with their pass rush.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Hokies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half, and it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep...
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Lopez wants to fire. Got his man quickly. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Tar Heels are in the hurry-up. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Brought over the middle. It's Smothers. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Gets rid of it. Catch in the middle. It's Smothers. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Just keeps slinging it. Under fire. Lots of running room. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but that's why they're called the hands team. Great job recovering that ball.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He tries to take the top off. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
That's just two guys being on the same page, and they just dialed up a play that they feel so confident in. They know their quarterback and receiver can go out and execute in this juncture of the game, winning, needing that 3rd down to ice it. That was perfect.
And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.